Welcome back to Junket Jam Live, everyone. It's okay. Save the applause for your mother. Now, my guest today has an extraordinary talent for coaching and educating others on how to properly condition themselves in order to reach their own fitness goals, specifically in running. As founder and host of the television program Conversation Pace, she has created a platform in which trainers and coaches can share their unique philosophies and expertise within the world of running with athletes of all types. She wears many hats. Not only is she a personal trainer and running coach, but she's also a triathlon coach, a biomechanics specialist, whatever that means, we'll ask her, an entrepreneur, a business owner, an executive producer, director, editor, and writer, and her most important role, a mother. Please help me welcome personal trainer, running coach, and host, Miss Nicole Rodriguez. Yay! Thank you for joining me, Nicole.
Thank you for having me. Wow.
Look at you getting all dolled up and dressed up for us.
Haven't you watched the show?
I have.
I'm always
I know
like
you're
extra.
always extra.
Extra.
So now first, I have a million questions for you, but now we already know you're a runner to begin with. Now, is this part of your staple in your attire, your little meter there?
Sometimes. It depends on, if I'm on the track, yes.
But you do know there's no track here.
Yeah, but I got places to go, people to see.
She's timing me, everyone. Okay. So now, obviously, you're a runner. How many times, well, first of all, even before how many times you run in a week, well, how many times do you run in a week, would you say?
I run every day.
You run every day?
That's my job.
So 7 days a week. And now this morning, before coming on the show, you had three clients.
Yes.
And how much did you run with each of them?
Not much. It was raining today.
Ah.
Yeah. So, but for me, it doesn't matter what.
I'd imagine you'd still run in mud.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it's just rain, you know. It's water.
So what is not much then?
As far as raining or
no, with your clients
distance?
today.
A total was about 6 miles total.
Wow, 6 miles, and she still looks fly. That's amazing. You want to know
and
what I look like after 6? I would look like that pineapple right there. So that's awesome. So now you are originally from Austin, Texas.
That's right.
You studied business, law, but you started becoming a running coach in Hawaii.
No.
Well, okay, but you used to live in Hawaii.
Well, I went to Hawaii for my certification for running.
To become a running coach?
Yes.
So what was the inspiration to become one to begin with?
Well, when I started running, I didn't have anyone to help me. And I started I started when I was young, but I stopped.
Yeah.
And then I got old. I turned 30 and I was overweight, and I wasn't a high schooler anymore. So, you know, it's like starting over, brand new, with a brand new body.
Obviously, you needed to lose weight, but did someone inspire you to then want to help others? Did you have a mentor that did that for you, or this was just something like, okay, I made this accomplishment for myself and now I want to share that?
Yeah, I got a lot of, when I was running, I was also a pacer before I was a coach. And people would ask me, can you help me? Can you coach me?
What is a pacer, by the way?
A pacer is just someone who keeps, let's say you want to go do 6:30-minute miles. My job is to stay at 6:30 and you to not pass me. Not go too
You're
far.
You're the pacer, yes.
Stay with me, and I'll keep you there. So
people are actually conditioning and moderating how fast they are running.
Right. But that's not coaching. It's just pacing.
It's just pacing.
Just pacing.
So then from pacing,
then I went to...
People asked you to, hey, can you help me, whatever running goals.
Right.
So now I didn't know there's a big difference. So obviously there's a difference between triathlons, marathons, obviously sprinting, jogging, and even just track and field, right? What is your favorite?
Cross country.
Cross country.
You know, you have ultra marathons.
What do you do personally?
I like just meditating and enjoying the scenery.
You just run for fun and
Yeah.
get paid for it as well.
Well, I get paid to run, yes, and that's mostly where I spend most of my running, is,
Yeah.
is working with my clients. I'm really usually too tired to run for myself.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Also,
I get paid to run. Do what
So
I
you're
love.
basically having a set of clients also helps to keep you motivated.
Yes.
Okay, so now coaching people and pacing them and conditioning them is one thing. Can you tell us what does it mean, because this is also part of what you do, what does it mean to learn to run injury-free?
Okay, so a lot of runners complain about having knee pains, hip pain, shin splints. Sometimes they end up getting stress fractures. So my job is to prevent them from hurting themselves.
Right.
The mind and the body, two different things. Sometimes people think like, hey, I have two legs, I can do this. But your body's like, oh no, you can't. And so my job, and this is where the biomechanics comes in. Biomechanics, the way you move, the way you walk, human movement.
So each
That's
movement is obviously very important, how you move. Obviously stretching is important, and all these other things
Yes.
affect a runner's body.
Yes.
So now you do understand then there's good running technique, there's bad running technique. Now I know there's things you do not suggest doing. One of them is the treadmill. Why?
The treadmill, well, if you're training for something, if you're training for a marathon, is your marathon going to be on a treadmill?
Yeah.
If it's not going to be on a treadmill, get off the treadmill.
Right.
You want to run on a course that's going to imitate the marathon.
Right.
New York City Marathon, there's some inclines there. So you want to train on some inclines.
Actual incline. But
So,
now,
yeah.
as someone who just goes to the gym and for cardio work, am I okay to do 7 miles per hour on the treadmill, or is that too much?
Well, first of all, most treadmills are really hard surfaces.
Yes.
So the impact is going to affect your joints.
Even though I don't feel it
A lot of
today.
people, you will feel it tomorrow, the next
Okay.
day, or eventually you could feel it like 3 months. Everyone's body is different. You know,
Right.
no one-two runners are the
Now
same.
speaking of different, because you're in great shape, by the way.
Thank you.
And you're also a personal trainer, but you also do have a personal trainer.
I do. You've
Why
been
is it
doing your research.
Why is it important for a trainer to have a trainer?
Like I said, when I came in, sometimes I'm just exhausted.
Got it. You
and
need
so
the
I
push.
have to. Yeah, I need that extra push. And I mean, that's why people hire personal trainers, because they can't do it themselves, or they need the extra motivation.
So now, before we move along, what would you say is the most beneficial thing about running?
It's the fastest way to lose weight.
Okay.
The quickest
Fastest way to lose weight
the
and to
quickest
stay in
way.
shape.
Yeah.
Now, other than a personal trainer, you also have a massage therapist. This one has her own personal. Now, her name is Harut. She's also a marathon winner.
Yes, she is. She's from Ethiopia.
Okay.
And she's a professional runner. She wins marathons all over the world.
So other than obviously running every day, do you physically need a massage every week?
If you're doing a lot, yes, you're actually tearing down your body. So you need time off, and you need to, get massages and take care of your muscles there. Loosen up.
Let's talk a little bit, because you host your own show.
Yes.
Conversation Pace. And now I understand what a pacer is, so that makes sense. So tell us, how you got your show started. I mean, what is Conversation Pace?
We're talking.
Right.
At a pace, certain pace. So when you run and you can talk, that's conversation pace. So the time you want to use conversation pace when you're running is when you're building distance, not when you're trying to get faster. Obviously, when you're running faster.
There's no time to talk. Yeah.
But when you're building distance and you're trying to train your body to cover 10 miles, 19 miles, 20, you need to run at a pace where you can breathe. take in the oxygen, because the oxygen goes into the muscles. You're not only training your muscles, you're training your organs,
yes.
your lungs, you know, your brain, because
my brain goes a mile,
miles.
yeah.
Like you gotta, every inch of your being has to adapt to 26 miles. So you want to run at a pace where you can talk to people and distract yourself, basically.
All right, well,
but
thank you. So,
that's what it means.
So and so obviously you built this platform to talk about that, and obviously to teach others different techniques and obviously philosophies.
Yes.
So I have some photos that I snapped from you from Instagram and Facebook. And if you don't mind, I'd like to, you know, just tell us, I guess, briefly what that photo is.
Okay.
All right, so here's the first one.
Oh my gosh.
That is you on Good Morning America. First of all, they confused you for Madonna. I don't know how that happened.
I love that. Well, yeah, I did I was with Madonna's trainer at the time, and I was like a backup dancer. I was in the background doing some calisthenics, and we were actually doing a workout that he does with Madonna.
Got it.
So I was in the back doing the modified versions of whatever.
Whatever it is they do, obviously for television, for a quick segment.
Yeah, the easy stuff.
Okay, so now here's the next picture. I believe this is you in the Boston Marathon 2014. Now, specifically, this was the year after the bombings.
Yes.
Where 3 people died and 16 people lost limbs.
Right.
So, is there a specific reason why you went the year after?
Yes, that's why. I wasn't going to do it. Like, I was exhausted. Again, training my other runners, it's very difficult for me to train myself. Right. But when that happened, I was like, you know what? I already qualified, because you have to qualify to run Boston. You have to have a certain time. When that happened, I was so pissed. Yeah. Like, you can't intimidate us. We're marathoners. Yeah. And I had to do it. Even though I wasn't trained, I did it anyway, just to make a point. And you finished. And I finished. All right. Yes. Good job. Yay. All right. So let's go. We have this next photo. Look at you on the catwalk. Now, you recently had a fashion show. Yes. On your show. Yes. I had a fashion show because fitness, people want to look good, and the business of fitness fashion has exploded. And what a lot of people don't know is that brands like Nike, Reebok, Puma, they actually hire people, luxury brand designers, to collaborate with on their fitness fashion so it can look more appealing to the masses. So we recruited some couture fitness designers who were independent. Right. Like, these are the people who, before Nike will get their hands on them. These are their clothing was also, you know, ecological. Yes. Yeah. Conscious, I guess. I don't even know if I use that term properly. Yes. So biodegradable, eco-friendly, so all of that stuff. Yeah. Okay, so now you have a daughter. Yes, I do. Her name is Kelsey. Oh my God, he did his research. Is she on the phone? Hey, Kels. So how do you, well, first of all, I'm sure she's very proud of you. Yes. Now, do you take her out with runs? Is she running, or is she rebelling? No, actually, she is not a runner. Not that she has to. Like, she watched me get into running because I was overweight. She's not overweight. She eats healthy. Like, she has no reason to start running. Right. But she loves yoga and you know, a little weightlifting here and there. I like that. Work. Obviously. So now I have to ask this question. Now, you are obviously African American. Yes. You are also Mexican American. Two often very disparaged communities in our country. I guess real quickly, why is it important to be not only proud of what you do, but of who you are? And does that affect, you know, what you do? Yes. The field of coaching, period, in this country is dominated by the majority of white men, whether it's NFL, basketball, any sport. So for me to create a platform or even I had to create my own profession, really, as a coach. And it was difficult for me to get respect. But I'm tough, you know, I'm from the hood, too. So
don't test her.
Yeah, don't test me. So they respect me now. I did have to, you know, get my credentials and gain some experience, but those people respect me, and in fact, they come to me for advice. So hey, there you go. And sometimes I'll have them on the show.
Sometimes we'll see. We'll pencil them in.
Yeah, pencil them in.
Okay, so I have some clips, not of you, but I have some clips of people just doing different running activities, races, and different things like that. And maybe you could share some of your ideas of what went wrong. So these are actually running fails.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
So we have some running fails for you. Let's watch the first clip here. Oh, look at that. Now what is she doing wrong there? Because I could see this little frail one at the top there. Her leg is going up high enough.
She's under, yeah,
she has a sweater on, I think, which might hinder her a little bit.
Yeah, and you know what? The funny thing is, like, again, we'll go back to your mind thinks you can do something, but your body's like, no, you can't. You have to condition yourself to jump that high, to lift your legs up. And you'll see people doing drills. You see Olympians pulling their legs up. There's a neuromuscular connection that when it's time for you to jump over a hurdle high, you're ready because you've been practicing it before there's a hurdle in your way.
Here's the second clip. So they're running. This one catches up. Pow! That's not very professional, is it?
You know what? And it happens so quickly.
It's so rude.
Yeah, that's just mean.
That's just
mean.
Now, do you have any of your clients are like training for like, what is this, a sprint? What is this called, a race?
Yeah, it's a race. Well, actually, one of my coaches taught me how to be aggressive. You have to be aggressive in competitive running.
But there's still some boundaries, I'd imagine.
Well, when someone does that to you, you have to be prepared. Obviously, he didn't see that coming, obviously. But yes, I teach my runners how to do elbows.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So that was your client that did that?
That was my client.
So here's the next clip. She's about to finish. Oh, no, she lost.
Yeah.
Now, in races, I'd imagine, even at the very end, that's called complacency, right?
Yeah, you can never get too comfortable. 'Tis life. Don't get comfortable.
Because she saw an opening. Look. Bam,
yeah, she got comfortable. She was like, You never slow down. You actually speed up at the finish.
Obviously, and that's what happened to this young girl to her left.
Yeah.
Okay, and let's watch this next clip. This is another hurdle. Another hurdle. Now he falls, gets back up, falls, gets back up, falls. Now obviously
he should be a tumbler. Forget
just
running.
Roll,
exactly.
Get up and roll
there
and
you
tumbler.
go.
Okay. Now this one is from a marathon. I don't know which one, but it goes by real quick. Look what happens here. Oh. Now is this an ideal place? I mean, shouldn't they have like string that along so that people could run around it?
Yeah, that's not cool.
And nobody here is saying, "Hey, watch out!"
That's actually a triathlon. I could tell by their
outfits. Okay,
yeah.
what are they about? Well, he's done. He's not finishing with the race.
I don't think he finished that race, but you never know. Triathletes happen to be tough, like AAA personalities.
So that was there on purpose.
You got to do 3 sports: swim, bike, run.
Yeah.
And that was a run. So I'm pretty sure, and months to train, and it's an expensive sport. You got a bike, you got wetsuit, you got all this stuff. I'm quite sure he got up and finished that damn race with a limp, but
so we have one more to show you, and obviously this is not a local video, but let's look at here. So these guys are running through coal, and then this guy just face plants. Now I've seen walking on coal, but I've never seen people race.
Unfortunately, they don't train people how to run
on
during these.
coal.
Yeah. Wow. What he should have done
is not have done it.
is not have done that. I love it.
No, I don't know what went wrong here, but he definitely. Well, they're not running obviously with sneakers.
Or
with a brain.
Yeah.
So now, first of all, thank you so very much, Nicole,
Thank you.
for joining us. Now, where can we find more information about you? I know there's conversationpace.com.
There's conversationpace.com. There's Conversation Pace Show on Instagram. Conversation Pace on Facebook, and hopefully on Netflix or something coming soon.
Oh, awesome. Well, you're going to have to tell us a little bit more about
MNN.
And MNN, right here.
We can't forget
you
that.
are filming another show coming up, but I believe this is going to air after that. But do you have anything special coming up maybe in August?
We have My Dentist is coming, because I always talk about how my hair is turning white and my teeth are turning black. It's just with age. So My Dentist is coming. She's also the dentist who fixed Cardi B's teeth.
Oh, okay.
And we have 2 Olympians coming, and we have some amazing triathletes coming in the
Awesome. So that's
the
conversationpace.com and Facebook, Instagram, Conversation Pace Show. Stick around. In our next segment, we take a visit to the public bathroom, and I am taking Nicole with me. All right, so stick around, guys. Thank you for joining me, Nicole.
This is great. I love the video.
This is fun. Thank you.
Great show. Great segment.